Nvidia falls in the overnight hours after earnings below $120, despite Nvidia beating the earnings estimates. So we are going to discuss what is going on with Nvidia and why did we see SMCI fall nearly 20% yesterday. Well, we have that answer for you. But first, I want to discuss what is going on with the S&P and are we going to see the gap fill here at 543 or possibly 534, and what happened with the Bitcoin flash crash that happened yesterday, and is crypto dead? A lot of crypto people are very bearish at the moment and questioning, have we seen the top or is alt season about to begin? So we're going to get into all that in today's video. So if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. All right, guys, let's talk about it. So what happened here with Nvidia? Well, Nvidia sold off over hours after earnings, and there's not a real clear reason why that may have happened. But one thing that some people believe is that the earnings had to really beat and the estimates had to really be blown out for this stock to continue up after rallying over 150% this year. So it does seem that some of these big tech stocks, investors are leaving them and potentially looking for other areas to rotate into. What about SMCI? Well, you can see SMCI has gapped down here now. The past couple days currently sitting at 452, and right now just finding a little resistance right here around the 768. Can SMCI move back up to fill some of these gaps left behind? There are several of them, including this one up here at 668 and one further up at 875. We do know that the markets do tend to go fill those gaps, so there is that possibility. But why did SMCI sell off? Well, it was because the company announced it was delaying its annual report, and this comes after claims from allegedly accounting manipulation. So that is why SMCI sold off. Nevertheless, some analysts are purchasing this dip, according to this article over here on Yahoo Finance. And what about the SPY? Well, I do think there is the possibility that we potentially go down to fill one of these gaps left behind on the way up over the past few weeks. As mentioned, we've got this gap right here at 543. Right now, we are just moving sideways, and we are looking to see if this market is going to pull back and get a dip here. And if that did happen, honestly, I think that would be pretty bullish for the markets. Just give things a little time to cool off before moving higher. However, if Nvidia does continue to move up, I do think you are going to see new all-time highs on the stock market, and that is a real possibility in the coming days and weeks. So why did Bitcoin sell off yesterday? Well, some suspect it may have been market manipulation to allow institutions and big whales to keep buying. There is a lot of buying pressure behind some of these ETFs, such as Bitcoin. And right now, Bitcoin's just sitting at basically $61,000 at the moment, and we did find support here on the bottom side of this range right here around 59,000. We did dip below that a couple times yesterday, Uh, Nevertheless, the Bitcoin did get bought back up, and you can see that we tapped that upward sloping parallel channel. Again, we haven't changed. I haven't changed these charts at all. So this $58,900 level really seems to be a strong line of support for Bitcoin, and it looks like we are probably going to attempt to go up and possibly break that $63,000 level. We'll get more into that a little bit in the video, but first I wanted to discuss uh, is altcoin season over, or are we going to get an altcoin season? A lot of crypto investors are very bearish at the moment, rightfully so. It has been a slow summer, but we know seasonality wise, this is typical for crypto. You can see here that the total three, which is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, has rejected off our downward sloping trend line, but moving up just a little bit today. So we'll discuss that more in the video as well. But I wanted to bring this up. Tom over at FX Evolution posted this here on X, and this was his summary of the Navida earnings results. So he had the Q2 revenue was 30 billion versus the estimated 28.86 billion. Q2 data center revenue 26.3 billion versus the estimated 25.08 billion. Nvidia sees Q3 revenue of 32.5 plus or minus 2%, and the estimate was 31.9 billion. And Nvidia approves an additional $50 billion in share buybacks. Overall, this is a good result. This pullback looks like a classic Wall Street shakeout. So I do believe there is truth in that, and I think that's what we really saw on Bitcoin as well. I think Bitcoin just moved a little bit ahead of the news, as it tends to do. It does kind of tend to lead the markets. Nevertheless, I do think this is just a little short squeeze going on here. Yeah, I do think that these markets will continue to go higher eventually. Uh, Nevertheless, a couple things we can keep an eye on is the sectors such as financials, which continue to put in a new all-time high here on XLF at 45, and it looks like that wants to move higher. Gold also retesting those all-time highs right around 25.22. Copper also uh, finding a little bounce here today off our downward sloping trend line. As we mentioned here, copper appears to put in a base, and looks like it is starting to establish some support here in this area right around $4.20. So copper looks like it could start to move up here. So that would be bullish for some of these commodities that have been really beaten down. Some of these have dropped quite significantly here over the past few months. Um, and you can also see here copper over on Prime XBT. We have the MACD moving to the upside, and liquidity is increasing. If you are interested in trading commodities, stock markets, forex pairs, or crypto, you can do so with Prime XBT. Prime XBT allows you to trade all these different asset classes, and also allows you to use margin when trading crypto futures. Not that I recommend that just for anybody, but if you are interested, there is a link down below in the description, and you can get up to a $7,000 sign up bonus or 25% off your trading commissions. let's get into Bitcoin and what's going on there. Well, we had the Bitcoin heat liquidation map. This is the 3-day, and you can see there is quite a bit of liquidity setting above $62,000 up to about 63.7. So it does look like Bitcoin may go up and sweep those levels here in the coming days, possibly this weekend. Excuse me, guys. um, but is altcoins coming back? Are we going to have an altcoin season? Well, it looks like altcoin season uh, is we are definitely not in altcoin season, and really we're at levels here that we haven't seen since last October when we saw uh, most of the altcoins bottom and to begin to rally. So I do think that is coming here in the coming weeks and months. And if we just take another look here at the Bitcoin chart, this is on the weekly. We appear to be putting in this bigger inverse head and shoulders pattern, which we know is bullish. And that gives us a price target of around $93,000 for Bitcoin. So that could be coming very soon. I just saw this morning over on X. Uh, Breaking news: Apple launches crypto tap to pay for payments. So this could be big for Bitcoin and crypto. We also have the Bitcoin dominance topping out. So we know once this dominance rolls over, that's when altcoin season begins. And you can see we are just coiling up here, moving sideways for the past month or so. And it looks like this may break to the downside at any moment. And that could be good for the altcoins such as Solana sitting at 146.80, and it is showing a little bit more strength than some of the other altcoins, as well as Ethereum at 25.85. And the Dark Horseman posted this here over on X that we are starting to see inflows again on the ETF. This is the first inflows we've seen since earlier this month. So the inflows are picking up for Ethereum. We know that has the ability to move the price, and it's probably just a matter of time before these institutions keep buying more Ethereum. Another coin that is doing very well is uh, Aave. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's ticker symbol AAVE, setting at 127. Um, and this one is looking really strong relative to some of the other coins currently. You can see here we are just off the highs that we've made here in the past couple of weeks, despite all these other markets being down, and really it's lining up pretty much with our other high here of around 150. So it looks like we are starting to head back up that way. We have the RSIs coming down to the bottom side on the daily, so we could see another move up here, back up to this first take profit zone of around $150 to $170. If you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Aave, Chainlink, and many more, you can do so with iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital allows you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 in a low cost, no monthly fee, tax advantage IRA. iTrust allows you to roll over part or all of your 401k or IRA with iTrust, and they have over 5,000 plus 5-star reviews on Google. I use iTrust, And what I like about iTrust is they actually have people that you can call and talk to when setting up your account. If you sign up for iTrust, there is a link down in the description below, and you will receive an extra $200 when you sign up. All right, guys, go follow me over on X if you want to learn more at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. It is Thursday. I hope y'all have a great day. Until next time, guys, be legendary, take care, and peace out.